kickoff team on the field ready to start this postseason classic. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Handoff from the gun. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. The Cowboys want to move quickly.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. The give to the single back. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
He leaves it with his back, fighting off the defender. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this 3rd down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Pressure coming. Gets away from one. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Leaves it with the running back.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment. Calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that. Drops the ball right in his hands.
He'll start this drive firing. Oh, he's going to go up top. And he's got it inside the 25. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. A first down run in the red zone. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Buys a little extra time. And as he throws, it falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Well, you'd think this would be a very makeable field goal attempt, but they're going to go for it on 4th down. The snap sets up to throw. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Quarterback will audible. Back to throw, it's Stafford. Slings it downfield. Complete to the left. He's off to the races. He's at the 20. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jordan. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Going up top on 1st down. Dances away from the heat. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And it's caught inside the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to throw, it's Stafford. Feeling some heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Turns it on in midfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. The Cowboys will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. And that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, and we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Smashes through. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down? Looking to throw for it. Quick completion on the out. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Quick spin on the run. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
He's looking for a man on second down. And the diving catch down the left sideline.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Pulls it in. It's Gates. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receiver. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires it. Got it. Touchdown, Toppers. They take the lead with the 6. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. The offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense lining up for a first down play. Gonna run it. It's Chubb. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. First down to start the drive after the break. Right back to the well. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The Hilltoppers enter the final minute of play, trying to run out the clock. On second down, looking again to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Francis. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Finds his man. It's held. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Throws to the wideout. Got it past the marker. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Both of these offense sputtered and stammered like a 73 AMC Pacer if they made one of those back then, and ultimately they come up short.
Sounds like a beautiful car that you just want to run better, and that's the problem with this offense right now. They've got the guys to make the plays, just not able to execute here today, Dave.
And it's frustrating because you want to make those plays, especially offensively, but you got to find a rhythm. You got to find something you do well and kind of stick to it. That offense couldn't find anything they did really well, and that's why they couldn't put points on the board.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this is